our Victoria channel. So today I'm going to show you how to cut and sew an off-shoulder smoking top. And I have here this Ankara fabric is 2 yards. I've gone ahead to fold the Ankara fabric into four, as you can see. So I'll be cutting the back and the front at the same time. So because it's an off shoulder, I'm going to be taking out 4 inches from the length of the blouse. So for the length of the top, I'll be working with 25 inches plus 1 inch for hemming the top. So this is where I'm going to be placing my tape. Is at that 4 inches. That is the 4 inches is out. So from here to here, what I have is 26 inches. Okay, so see where my tape is on this line. I see the line I've already marked. So I place the 4 inches on it. So I'm going to be leaving my tape this way while I take my measurements. So for the armhole measurement is 17 inches divided by 2 will give me 8.5. So this is my 8.5 for my armhole. So on that point is where I'll be taking my chest measurement. That's my bust measurement. My bust is 40 inches. Now I'm going to be adding 10 inches to my bust, to my waist, to my hip. Then I will divide by 4 because I'm making a smoking top. Okay, so my bust is 40 inches plus 10 will give me 15 inches divided by 4 will give me 12.5. Then I need 1 inch for seam allowance, making it 13.5. So I'm going to mark 13.5 here on the chest line, remember. So I'm going to take my waist, that is the half length. The half length I'm working with is 17 inches. Please take note where my tape is at. The 4 inches is at that line, the starting line I mark. Remember, it's an off shoulder. So this is my 17 inches here. That is the half length. So on that half length line, I'm going to take my waist measurement. The waist I'm working with is 34 inches plus 10 inches will give me 44. Divide by 4 will give me 11 inches plus 1 inch seam allowance will give me 12 inches. So I'm going to mark 12 inches. And this is my 12 inches here. So the half length I'm going to, okay, next thing I'm going to do is to use my hip measurement at the hem line. My hip is 44, plus 10 inches will give me 54. Divide by 4 will give me 13.5 plus 1 inch seam allowance will give me 14.5. So I'm going to be marking 14.5 here. Then I'll connect the points. Okay, so I'll be connecting my bust to the waist, then waist to the down part of the blouse. So this is it. So coming to this upper part, whatever I have here as my bust measurement, that is 13.5. I'm going to mark the same thing at the starting line, that is 13.5. I have 13.5 as my bust measurement. I also mark 13.5 at the starting line. So I've already done that. So what I'm going to do next is to go in by 3 inches and mark. So next, I'm going to connect this starting line to my chest line, that's the bust, this way. to form my armhole. I hope you can see my chalk. Okay, hope you can see it. So the next thing I'm going to do is to add allowance to hem the upper part. So I need 1 inch, so I'll be adding 1 inch this way. So I'm done with the body of the blouse. What I'm going to do now is to cut out. So this is for the front and the back. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to cut the sleeve. So I'll be using this remaining fabric to cut the sleeve. Okay, I've gone ahead to mark the starting line, and the length of the sleeve is 23 plus 1 inch for hemming. It will make it 24. So I'll also place my tape, that is 4 inches on that starting line. Remember, it's an offshore that we're making, so the sleeve is going to follow the same process. Okay, so this is my 4 inches on that starting line. So I'm going to take my measurements now. Whatever I mark on the body of the top, I'm also going to mark it on the sleeve. I mark 8.5 as the armhole, so I'm going to mark the same 8.5 here. Okay. Now my bicep, my round bicep is 13 inches. I'm going to be adding 8 inches instead of 10. I added 10 at the body of the top, but I'll be using 8 because it's a sleeve. I don't want it that too big. Okay. Yes, I don't want it that big because I'm going to be smoking the upper part and the down part. So this part uh, is going to be having that puffy effect. Okay, so I don't want it that big. So I'll be using 8 inches. I'll add 8 inches to my round biceps. So my bicep is 13 inches plus 8 inches will give me 21 inches. Divided by 2 will give me 10.5 plus 1 inch seam allowance will give me 11.5. So I'm going to mark 11.5 here. So this is it. I'm also going to mark at the starting line 11.5. This is it. And I will mark all the way down to the length of the sleeve. So I'm going to connect the points. I hope you are seeing my marking. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is to go in at the top part. I'm still going to go in by 3 inches. So here. So I'll connect to where I have my biceps measurements this way. to form the armhole curve. Next, I'm going to add my seam allowance to hem the upper part, which is 1 inch. So I'll go ahead and cut out the sleeve now. Okay. So you can see that this is the body of the blouse and this is the sleeve. You can see that the armhole match up. You can see. So what I'm going to do next is to go and hem these upper parts of the sleeve and the down parts. I'll hem this one as well. That's the two sleeve. And I'm going to do the same here for the body of the blouse. I'm going to hem the upper part and the down part. Then I will show you how to reel your smoking thread. Okay, so let's go over to my sewing machine so that I can show you that. Okay, this is my smoking thread, and this is how I reel it on my bobbin. I do it manually. Please don't use your machine to do this. For best results, use your hand, and while at it, don't pull. Don't pull your smoking thread, please. Very important. So I'll continue doing this like this. I'll continue, and this is it. So I have 3 already. So I'll start sewing. So the next thing I'm going to do is to remove the thread I have underneath the machine, and I will insert my smoking thread this way. Okay. I have my normal thread fixed already. So I'll start sewing. So the space between the stitches are half inch. You can do 1/4, you can do 1 inch. You can as well go ahead and mark 1 inch or half inch from the top of your blouse down to the hem line to serve as your guideline, so your stitches will be straight. Okay. But if you know how to go about it this way, you can as well ignore the markings and do it. Okay. So I'll continue this way until I get to the down part of the blouse. So I'm sewing back both the front and the back at the same time, as you can see. So the more I sew, the more it gathers. So when I'm done sewing, I'll come back and show you how to join the sleeve, the sides. Okay. Okay, I'm done sewing, as you can see. So this is the main body of the blouse. This is the second part, and this is the sleeve. You can see I smoked the upper part and the down parts. You see, and this is the second sleeve. So I'm going to join the sleeve to the main body, and when I'm done sewing, I'm going to also join the sides. When I'm done sewing, I'll come back and show you the finished look. Okay, this is the finished look. My neckline, my sleeve. You can go ahead and attach a rope if you want at the sleeve. And if you have any comment, please drop that at the comment section. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye.